Breaking news! The infamous murders of 9 victims, not including himself, on Soldier Island has been uncovered as Judge Justice Wargrave.
Whoa, Justice Wargrave? Why would he do that?
He was obsessed with people being disciplined for their wrongdoings. He knew each of the other victims and knew of their murderous acts. They were guilty, but beyond legal punishment. So when he became aware of his terminal illness, he decided to take it upon himself to bring justice onto these people. After inviting the other 9 to the island, he had the opportunity to commit these acts as a storm approached, and no one had a way of getting out. He had access to all weapons, and each of the victims was in close reach. Well, it's pretty obvious that the central theme of all this is guilt, and the complexity of it. People like MacArthur, Armstrong, and Claythorne carry heavy guilt for the lives they've taken, while Lombard, Marston, and Wargrave portrayed a guiltless conscience.
Well, that explains why MacArthur says, the blessed relief when you know that you've done it with it all, that you haven't got to carry the burden any longer. You'll feel that too someday. See, he's accepting his fate.
Exactly. 2 people can commit the exact same crime, but if one feels more guilty, they're in a lot of ways more good.
Wait, so how did everyone know it was Justice Wargrave?
Well, there were a lot of red herrings in the beginning. Like, Mr. Owens was thought to be hiding on the island since he was rumored to be the new owner of the island and the one who invited the majority of the guests. And towards the end, the last 2 characters left were Vera Claythorne and Captain Lombard, so the audience was really confused as to which one of them was the murderer. We also knew it had to be someone on the island because each time someone died, one of the statues of the dining room table was removed, meaning that they were close in location. But Justice Wargrave formed an alliance with Dr. Armstrong, convincing him that he would be more beneficial if the others thought he was dead, ruling him out as the murderer for a while at least. There was also snippets of the poem 10 Little Soldiers found throughout the house, giving hints as to how each victim was going to die next. Well, I guess you could compare Justice Wargrave to Dr. Fleming from A Prescription Murderer because they claimed to be killing out of a selfless act, but it was actually more selfish than ever.
Well, at least I now know people are capable of anything, and there is a lot more to them than what appears on the surface. Bad people can do bad things, but good people, such as respectable Justice Wargrave seem to be, can also commit atrocious crimes.
Agatha Christie is an acclaimed author, and for good reason. She created a masterpiece of detective fiction when writing And Then There Were None because of the way it portrays such complex characters. She explores human emotions such as guilt and the sadness that comes from it, and she also brings up the importance of justice while writing about characters and humans in general that are inherently flawed. She gives a new perspective of detective fiction through characters that we can all relate to.